We may never know how many young lives he wrecked. For 20 years, Christopher Crowther preyed on small girls in the suburbs of Melbourne, and incredibly, he boasted about it, once appearing on 60 Minutes to brazenly claim he'd reformed and saying he wanted to warn how easy it was for young children to be picked up. It's because he was so open that Crowther has given us such a unique and valuable insight into the mind and methods of molesters, men who police call rock spiders. We should tell you that by necessity, this story at times has to be quite explicit.
First thing that came to mind was my mum is going to kill me. I had thought, gee, Mum was right, don't talk to strangers.
The victim.
I thought Mum was going to kill me.
It's the easiest crime to commit and get away with. It's almost the perfect crime.
The molester.
He has embarked from his early years on a career of abducting and molesting children. He has given no second thought about the repercussions. In fact, he's enjoyed what he's done.
And the cop. All three were part of a hunt that went on for 20 years. 2 decades where Christopher Michael Crowther stalked and molested children through the suburbs of Melbourne. How old are you now?
23.
Do you remember being 9 years old and walking down the footpath? Justine
Yes.
was one of Crowther's first known victims. She was only 9 years old when, walking down this street, Crowther dragged her into his car.
He made me stand up in the car. He tried to pull my underwear down.
What, he was mauling you as he was driving along?
Yes. At one stage he was masturbating. I didn't know what was going on.
What did he say to you while this was going on?
He asked me if I have baths with my brother or with my sister, if I've ever touched a penis before, if I could lick his penis, things like that.
What did you tell him?
No.
At the time of Crowther's attack, Justine had a pair of plastic scissors with her.
I knew his zipper was undone and I wanted to use those scissors, and he knew what I was thinking and asked me to put them down on the floor, otherwise he would hurt me.
What were you thinking of doing with the scissors?
Cutting his penis off.
Christopher Michael Crowther is one of the worst of his kind, a child molester who preyed on little girls from 3.5 to 9 years of age. It wasn't just the sex he was after. The children were like broken toys in his sick game, but he also played with the police and the media. Crowther craved attention so much that he got a job here at Channel 9 in Melbourne, and even that wasn't enough. He wanted a command performance of his own in front of the cameras.
Can you understand why a lot of people think the way they do about you? That they would say, this community, this world would be a lot better off without people like you.
I can understand them saying that, but I don't think they understand that the person isn't really a monster or an animal. It's just a person craving for affection.
Can you tell me where the main road is?
Pardon?
You have to come a bit closer. I've got a very, very sore throat, love.
9 years ago, Crowther showed 60 Minutes just how easy it was to pick up children.
Side of town, you see?
Whereabouts?
Right across the bridge on the other side. Because I'm looking for the post office. Do you know where that is? There's a smorgasbord of children out there. All you have to do is just drive around until you see one and pick them up.
Crowther was married with kids of his own, but he clearly enjoyed talking about molesting other people's children. He'd been to jail for it and told us he'd reformed.
How long is it since you took a child?
6 years.
That's quite a long time.
It is.
Do you think you've beaten the problem?
Yes. Hopefully I have. It's still a day-to-day thing. You still get up each day and say, I'm not going to do that today.
We now know that this was an extraordinary performance.
I suppose it's, again, you equate it back to being an alcoholic. You can fall off the wagon.
Why was Crowther so attracted to us, to television?
Well, my opinion of that is, again, is simply he had an ego to feed, and that was part of the ego.
It's probably the most repeated warning parents give their children. Don't talk to strangers and never get into their cars. But it seems those warnings are all too often forgotten, with sometimes tragic results. The child molester is truly every parent's nightmare, and a bigger problem than most of us think. Take it from someone who knows, a convicted child molester.
I could pick up a child from a park, alleyway, shopping centre, on the way home from school and the way to school. It made no difference. There's a smorgasbord of children out there. All you have to do is just drive around until you see one and pick them up.
His name is Brian, and he's got children of his own. Yet Brian is a convicted child molester. His victims were all other people's children. Little girls aged between 5 and 7.
Any street where there's children or children travel is dangerous.
Brian says child molesting is a part of his life he's put behind him, but can never really forget. In fact, he offered to come forward to warn parents of the danger their children face every day from people like him.
Is the post office up there? No. Post office is banks?
Well, I think...
A few innocent questions from a stranger who's lost his way. That, says Brian, is one of the techniques a child molester uses to set the trap.
Could you show us where it is?
No, Mother said we're not allowed to go no strangers.
We'll be back here in a couple of minutes. You won't be all that long.
We can't.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the junction is?
Where?
The junction.
I don't know.
Oh, what about the post office?
Another suburb, and this time the trap closes on a little girl called Belinda. Had Brian really been out to molest a child, Belinda would have been in grave danger.
Oh, is there a police station down there?
Later, we'll see the mistake she made. A mistake that's cost many a child its life.
And there should be a police station and a post office.
How many children have you been with?
About 10.
What did you do to those children?
Voyeurism, mainly, and making them watch me masturbate.
Is it easy just to go out and get a child?
Terribly easy. Terribly easy. You just go outside and befriend a child on the street that's away from its parents.
Does it work every time?
6 times out of 10.
You'd think you'd be taking enormous risks molesting a child.
No, you're not. Very, very few child molesters are ever caught. It's the easiest crime to commit and get away with. It's almost the perfect crime.
Not only is it hard to catch a child molester, but even when they are caught, the law doesn't keep them off the streets for long.
And then we're just riding around here and we saw this man coming from over there and he just wanted us to speak to him. And
Take the case of Mark Hallam. Mark and a schoolmate went through the horror of being kidnapped and sexually assaulted by a man who'd only been out of jail for 3 days.
He said he was a policeman and he was walking around here the other day and he lost his wallet and he wanted us to help him find it.
But there was no wallet. Just a clever story to lure the boys further into the bush and out of sight.
Why did you believe him? Why did you accept his story?
I don't know, I just thought it's true because he was big enough to be a policeman.
And he sounded believable?
Yeah. And then he said we'll go further on and we just went further on, sat down in a bush and we were talking. Then he taped me up.
He put tape all around you?
Yeah, around my mouth, over my hair, and tied my hands behind my back.
Mark, can you remember, can you relate to other children? What were the thoughts going through your mind at that time?
I've got to go home. Mum will be worried not to never talk to anyone that comes in the bush.